Can I vent? Let me start this out by saying, yes, I apologize to the little girl that I hung up in her face. When I'm not being heard, I hang up in your face. But you had constipation impacted. Well, I'm just afraid it's going to turn into a prolapse. I had to look that up. I'm not prolapsing. But I thanked her for her concern, because at least she seemed more concerned about me being constipated than Dr. Magana, fucking stupid ass bastard who just leaves me constipated because he insists that I get off of whatever diabetes medicine I'm on now. I was on Ozempic. She changed it to some Jorno thing, yeah. And she's like, but we talked at like 10 o'clock this morning. I see, being constipated is not my only health issue. I was already at the doctor this morning to get a shot in my back. He insisted I go home and don't do anything at least till tomorrow. And if I feel lightheaded tomorrow, or the nerves back there in my bilateral L5, L4 region, to not do anything again. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially in this town with no transportation system. I told her, I said, last time I was at the ER, I was there for 15 hours. 4 of those hours, they just left me sitting in a room, in a bed, passing by, doctor on his cell phone, walking back and forth, not doing anything. I can't take that chance of not being able to get home. I only have Phyllis to take me to some of my appointments if it's daytime. When I got out of the ER that time, it was 3 in the fucking morning. How am I supposed to get home? She sounded so cute. Yeah, but we talked at like 10 o'clock this morning. And yeah, I realize it's an urgent situation, but I still can't just drop everything else in life. That you don't know what's going on in my life, do all that crap. So tomorrow I do the paperwork thing for this place, and I'll just catch the bus and go to the ER, stay there until 4:30. I mean, how long does it take to do an enema? I don't know. But I'm going to go and find out. No, please don't bring up all the sites and ites and all that over-the-counter shit. It didn't work. And I've done it several times, not just one. So in the comments of some other constipated person asking for help, this lady brought up it started with some medicine that starts with the L, which puts moisture into the colon and then it comes out. It doesn't go all over your body. If it doesn't go all over my body, how is it going to get from my stomach to there? It made no sense. Google girl, you didn't make any sense saying that shit. So my basic thing that I wrote to her was, can you prescribe this medicine? Well, what are you doing? Read the fucking chart and see what the fuck I'm doing. Damn. Why you always gotta ask us that are impatient, irritable, bitchy, whatever, in pain, all these stupid fucking questions? You could just go and see all the answers right there. Oh, that's the biggest thing that pisses me off about this hospital. Okay, so did you take this? Look in the files. Because I note to self. I write note to self in the fucking files. Today, I had 2 inches of pieces of poop come out. I air all the time. I make notes in my hospital files. Because I get fucking tired of hearing you say, so, when was the last time you had a good bowel movement? 2 weeks ago. What do you mean? Don't you read the fucking chart? Yeah, I hung up in her face. I wrote an apology. I'll go to the ER tomorrow after I deal with fucking housing. Before you move to a new state, make sure, first of all, that your insurance isn't going to change. Why do I say that? I've lived here for 3 years in Nebraska, the Twilight Zone. For 3 years, I'm finally just now, last August 11th. Wait, no, that's not August. September 11th. October 11th. October 11th, Medicaid finally kicked in after 3 years. Why am I so frustrated? I did not know I was going to be going to the second worst hospital in all of Nebraska. That's why I want to move so bad. Why aren't you charging? So before you move to another state, check your bank first. Make sure your money's going to get deposited. And check your health care. See if they're going to change it. Say a prayer for me. Yes, yes, yes. I take cascarilla. I take Sakara Negrata, Sakara something. And I take another poop pill. All natural medicine. Yes, I take the Malox, Matrix, Metamucil. Fuck. It starts with the M and it ends with the IX. I drink that to lubricate the colon so it can push out the poop. I need colonics, and he won't do it. They probably don't have that here. I'd probably have to go to Greeley, Colorado Hospital for that too. Yeah, when they don't have a lot of machinery here apparently. So they just put them in a van or something and ship them to the patients and send them to Greeley, 2.5 hours away. What? This hospital ain't got no grants or nothing to get all of the machinery. They just treat senior citizens so poorly here. No, we don't have an Uber. We have DoorDash. The only Uber we have is for DoorDash. I can't call Uber and say, come pick me up and take me to the hospital. I can call a Lyft, which they say it's here. I don't know for sure. I never tried it. Why? Because they want $42 to take me from my house to the hospital, which might be 10 minutes away. Maybe. I don't think so. I'm just overestimating. Thank you for letting me vent. My back feels better, of course. No, I'm not walking around a lot because my leg is still tingly. He says, if it's tingly, don't be walking around and shit. We don't want you to fall. Okay. So tomorrow, Tasha, we just got to suck it up. And right around, if I'm not out by 4, hang on, let's go. The actual enema itself shouldn't take between 5 to 15 minutes. Probably excluding the time that I need to hold it in. Okay. Well, we'll see tomorrow, huh? Because the door opens at 8. And I told her I'll be there at 7:45. I want to be the first one in and out. I already got copies of all my paperwork. She don't need to do nothing besides say sign here, 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 here. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye. Last year, I think it took, about 15 minutes to do paperwork shit. So, cross your fingers, say a prayer, something. Here's to something new in life.